Hi, I'm John. Welcome to Small Loft Workshop. In this video we'll be making a cart to house my Dewalt saw, all made from recycled products. So this old box has been in the family for quite a while. Why no one's not thrown it out, I don't know. But since I was looking for somewhere to rest my table saw, I thought it might be the ideal size. So I hauled it into the loft, had a look at it and had a ponder. Because the box was cost neutral, I thought I'd set myself a challenge of completing the build only using free materials I had on hand. I had a spare small cart, so I took the castors off this. So I think to fix the castors out, I've got two options. Option number one is to put these right on the bottom of the box. And it might just be that the old thing is 2 or 3 millimeters taller than the bench. Now that's not necessarily a problem because I've got some work to do on the bench anyway, so I could bridge that difference. The other option is actually to put a piece of timber on the side, raised up a slight bit, and fix the castors to the underside of that. Now that gives me a couple of advantages. Puts the castors directly under the load of the saw, so it'll be a lot more stable. And also I can make the saw slightly too low, and I'd rather it be slightly too low because it gives me the opportunity just to slightly shim it up and make sure it's perfectly level. So I think on reflection, I think I'm going to do that. In the end, I decided to recess the castors into the bottom of the runners. The runners were pocket hole screwed initially into the side of the box, and then some ledger bracings were introduced, just to make sure that the runners were securely fastened to the base of the box. And the cart is born. Okay, so now I've put the saw on the box. The saw is about 9 millimeters lower than the height of the workbench, so I need to raise the saw bench by around 9 millimeters. So if you can see in here, the saw actually sits the fixing lugs are there and there. So actually the piece where it fixes down to this is in there. That dimension is about 20 millimeters or 3/4 of an inch. So really that's 3/4 of an inch. The old saw bench is round about 9 mil or 3/8 of an inch too low. So I need to plane down a couple of pieces of timber that sit in there, and we'll fix the saw bench from there to there, and the whole thing needs to be about inch and a quarter high. So just a little bit more then. So I've taken a bit more off now and it's down to 27 millimeters, and I think I'm happier with the level now than I was when it was about 29. So I'll just line the camera up and you can have a look. Next job is to square these up, fix them to the box, fix the saw to them, and then actually I'm quite happy that the saw will be operational then, although I still want to have it fixed to the body of the workbench. This component will eventually fix the card to the workbench. I drilled two 20mm holes into the bench legs. And then, as work was throwing some old desks away, I brought some of the wood home and repurposed it for the back of the unit. Even though the chassis of the saw is firmly fixed to the top of the box, the feet have the appearance as though they are sitting in mid-air. So I christened my new saw cart by breaking down some 2x6s that were reclaimed from the conservatory roof I put on for the mother-in-law last week. And I ran them through the chamfer jig in my thickness planer just to put some detail to the other side. Right, so there we are. I think this build is finished now. Contemplating putting some drawers in the bottom, but I think I'll leave it to get a feel for it and see if I want to change my mind. There's a couple of configurations I'm thinking of, but I'm quite happy it turned out. It's certainly going to save my back, and I'm sure it's safer working up at this side. And the fact that it's fastened to the bench actually means I can actually move the whole thing, because I struggle for space this way, so sometimes I just need to squeeze past to turn various plugs and sockets and dust extractors on. So, and the good thing is all this build came out of offcuts. The box obviously, as I said earlier, was a family heirloom, and the timber all came from offcuts, all was acquired. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and hopefully subscribe. And if you've got any questions and any ideas of what I should do with the void under the saw, then please drop me a comment and let me know. Thank you. Bye.